All right, y'all. Life is what you make it. Facebook 2018. Now, so this all started. What is this about? Y'all gonna get it. It's about Facebook. So this all started with Curly Jane Perkins. Show y'all, cause it ain't no secrets here. She made a stat. It says, as my patience for people thins, I find myself sinking deeper and deeper into isolation. Hashtag I'm just over everything. Yo, I feel you. That's deep. I feel like a lot of us is at that point in life where our patience is just getting thin and we just feel like we getting isolated. I understand that. But the reason why I'm making this video is because Curly Jane Perkins, you personally, I messaged you. I tried to reach out to you, I think, at least 2 times. Maybe I didn't have the best attempts. Maybe I didn't do the best things. But I made 2 honest attempts to get your attention, to spark a conversation. And my brother, Marquise Crouch, commented. You responded. And that's that. And I commented. And I said, let's just read all the comments. My brother commented. He said, yes, Queen, a message at your mess as disguise of a phase of growth. Be positive. Thoughts. Positive results. One love. She said, I agree. So I slept the negativity away, or I swept the negativity away. Can't bother me when I'm asleep. Yeah, so she said, I agree. So I slept the negativity away. Can't bother me when I'm asleep. My soul runs shit. You know, sleeping in the way I don't really understand that. Does that mean going to sleep? But it's my comment. I said, there's tons of people just like you that's out here, sister. So you don't have to seek into isolation. You got kings and gods available to you. My twin Marquise Crouch is one of them who just commented. I'm just saying. Where the response at from that? And the whole reason why, and now let's really get to it. Let's go to my stats. Because this is where it's about to get a little serious, y'all. And I don't understand why people was making these kinds of stats. Like it's not people out here that's reaching out. You know, I'd be the one. But all my sisters that's in Buffalo, New York, y'all feel like y'all isolated. I'm that brother that's ready. That's down. I'm not trying to meet you to have sex. I don't have no secret intentions. Like, I'm really about this unity stuff. I really look at us as siblings. I really look at us as family. I really do. My mission, my goal is to raise the vibration of this planet and to get the fuck out of Babylon, to get the fuck out this matrix. Curly J. Perkins, I know that's your mission. I know you doing your hair stuff so you can get out of Babylon and get out the matrix and go back to nature and go back to melanated lifestyle. Not a Babylonian lifestyle, not a European lifestyle, not people that's walking around with low cuts. Curly Jane Perkins, how you gonna keep your job if everybody walking around with low cuts? No, you doing stuff with the hair. So people need to grow their hair, right? So let's go to my. You can like this. Let's go to my stat. And I gotta stress this. It killed me. And I don't want to say kill me because that's a word I don't want to use, but like I don't understand when my sisters or my brothers is out here feeling alone when you don't need to be. You don't need to feel that way all the time. And so, I mean, feel it because it's necessary, but you don't need to. Like, am I not making my presence known? On a book, am I not making my presence known out here? Like, so here we go. This is how my stats started today. Let's talk about it. I said, this is what I don't understand about these people on Facebook that claim to be awoke. Y'all so ready to get out of Babylon, but bet none of y'all willing to sleep in nature as soon as it get hot outside. Pause. For anybody that's viewing this, can you please reflect on that? Are you willing to go sleep in nature for 30 days minimum? But you so ready to get out of Babylon? Let me just ask y'all a question, because we got to just put things into perspective. A lot of people say they want to get out of Babylon. First of all, to go to what exactly? Because if you're going back into like another house, like, you get where I'm going with that? But I said, I message so many brothers out here that make positive stats and be like, yo, bro, let's unite forces. But all I get back is a thumbs up. I'm serious. One day I will show you the messages, or a message where I actually inbox a brother, said all of this cool stuff, giving him all his props, telling him how we like doing the same thing. It's like, yo, we should get together and, make a YouTube channel, something, a blog. Thumbs up. Really? Really, bro? Like, is you serious, bro? I said, you clearly want attention on Facebook and probably ain't even living the shit that you talking about. Fraudulent, if you ask me. I message so many queens out here that say they alone, that say ain't nobody on their wave. So many queens that be speaking their truth, but when I inbox them, I don't even get a message. Now, this is my first stat. One thing I want people to understand is, people always telling me that my stats come off angrily. I guess I understand that, but I'm not really angry as you think. I'm just trying to open people's minds, and I'm trying to speak to people. Like, this is my way of communicating. So when I say shit like, you clearly want attention on Facebook and probably ain't even living the shit that you talk about, fraudulent if you ask me. Yes, that is absolutely totally true. But I also understand that that's not just the only perspective. I'm not one track minded with this stuff, and I'm not one sided. I see the bigger picture, but I also pay attention to the details. I pay attention to the fact that everybody want change, but what are you doing about that change? What is your role in the timeline of change? So when I say fraudulent, I understand that there's no such thing as wrong, there's no such thing as right, that we all are living divinely. We all chose to be here on a higher level. So I understand everything is perfectly happening the way it's supposed to happen, but still people have desires for betterment. We have the power of choice. So even though things is going to happen the way they're going to happen, we still have choice. And that's where I am at with this Facebook stuff. We could utilize Facebook and start building communities. All the conscious people, let's make a Facebook group and start building communities. Like, I did mad research on Walmart. Walmart is one of the most, if not the most, corrupt business in this world. So I'm aware of all the cities and all the states of the people and communities that actually fought hard to not have a Walmart in the vicinity of their city. Because what does Walmart do? It's corrupt, and it runs all the businesses out. Local businesses. So it's like, I'm here to raise awareness. Like, yo, are we going to keep giving our money to this? Or, like, choices, people. So let's go to the next stat. I said, it's so many fake spiritual people on social media. If you see these people in real life, they do not reflect their Facebook stats. I inbox so many females, literally. don't be. I literally inbox so many females and don't be in none of these females inboxes talking about anything sexual. I don't have no secret intentions like most men do, and women. I message women and greet them as queens or goddesses, and literally don't even get a response back. But I constantly see females making stats about I'm alone, I don't have friends, every man is the same, etc. I swear I don't understand. So, we're about to look at the comments, but let's just see. Just so y'all can get it from me. I understand the bigger picture. I know why I'm not getting the responses that I would like. Here it is. It's because women still want a dude that look a certain way. Women still want a dude that's growing his hair out, that's braided all the way up, like a female. You know, dreadlocks. What's the first word of dreadlocks? Dread. Dread is not meant to be cute all the time, but yet we attach the word cute to grown ass men, calling little boys, little babies cute. Little boy babies, you know, kids, cute. It's like we still want men to look y'all women still want men to look a certain way, but y'all claim to be on this spiritual wave. Let your hair grow, let it be free, let it be free. I don't know nobody in Buffalo that's freeforming. I don't know nobody in Buffalo that's freeforming. And I'm serious. I hope y'all take the magnitude when I say when I interact and engage with these females, I'm not talking about no sexual shit. I'm not trying to get in nobody jeans. I'm trying to build. Let's look at the comments. Some shorty said some women just don't want to be bothered anymore. Honestly, I said, well, it sucked that my sisters that make stats about white supremacy in Babylon wanting to be around more like-minded brothers or people in general can't seem to see the divine masculine and make an attempt to build. Get that shit out of here. Here's another comment. Maybe they don't find you attractive. Me being attractive or not should not have anything to do with building with one of your like-minded melanated brothers or sisters to get out of Babylon. Get that shit out of here. What's another comment? It's all in the approach. In real rap, the more the chick is approached, the more likely she is to lump most approaches in the same boat. So it's just how you shoot your shot, King. Hold on, wait. I'm not sure if anyone reading these stats. I clearly am not talking about inboxing females to flirt with them or because I like them or ultimately to have sex. I hope that that's understood. I definitely said this stat is about talking to females about. I definitely said in this stat, I don't be talking to these females about anything sexual or have any secret intentions or only intention to have sex like most men and women. If I didn't make it clear in this stat or the other stat before this, I'm talking about how the spiritual community is full of shit. Everybody want to unite and be one and shit. But if you see somebody that's basically saying, I said everybody want to unite and be one and shit. But if you see somebody that's basically saying we need unity, then inbox them like, yo, let's build, approaching them divinely and get no response. That's the bullshit I'm not going for it no more. Just like rappers who be in their ego with their competitive minds. They rap about we need to embrace unity, but in reality, they just want to be the best and have money and pussy. Rapping about positive shit is a brand for some rappers. Just like the spiritual community is full of shit. Wearing clothes like Bob Marley. Bob Marley, for example. Y'all know how many people I see rock Bob Marley shit that don't listen to his music, that don't know none of his songs, cause he's a fucking brand. We abuse marijuana. Just like you don't put your pills or your oranges and your banana back to the earth. You throw it in the garbage and you don't know what's going on with that. They ship and they tell you that they put all the garbage certain places, but they really just ship all the fucking garbage to Africa. Who know about that shit? But you don't give back to the planet, and you definitely don't give back to marijuana. You take. So just like weed ain't a herb no more. It's a fucking brand. Just spiritual shit is not fucking real no more. It's a fucking brand. Motherfuckers only rap about positive shit in one of their songs just to attract a fucking audience and have people ooh ah. publicity stunts. I think, what is it? I don't give a fuck. It's bullshit, and I'm not going for it no more. For the viewers that's viewing this, the person that said it's all of the approach in real rap, the more the chick is approached, the more likely she is to lump most approaches in the same boat. So it's just how you shoot your shot, king. That's a rapper. So that's why I started talking about rappers, because rappers ain't shit. They full of shit. Period. And then somebody commented and said, maybe they just don't want to do it with you. Doesn't make them full of shit. You judging an entire community off a few you've approached is full of shit. Women don't have to respond to you. Okay. This is the problem with Facebook. I understand that women and men don't have to respond to anything. I don't have to respond to anything. You know, we all free to make choices, but you gotta look at the bigger picture. Why would you not want to connect with somebody that's like-minded because of how they look? Really? Because it's 2018 and I might still wear an Aeropostale shirt and you don't want to be seen with that? Really? I'm just throwing out examples. Like, what's the reason? Don't nobody have to respond, but what's the real reason? Why wouldn't you respond? So maybe they just don't want to do it with you. Like, that's totally cool. But are they doing it? And still the question, why does it have to be personal? At the end of the day, if I look at any of these people on Facebook in real life and we face to face and I say, what do you see when you see me? A very small minimum is going to say reflection. Here it is. A very small minimum of them is going to say reflection. And that's the reason why she don't want to, or he don't want to do it with me. Because when they see me, they don't see themselves. That's the problem. That's the problem. So when you keep talking your African shit, you keep talking your melanin shit, you keep talking your black shit. If you want to keep talking about history, let's take it further than slavery. Before that, motherfuckers wasn't being like he, she. It was oneness. It was a family. What was all your black leaders fighting for? Individualistic minds? No, we trying to bring oneness. So my comment to that is, I'm pretty confident it don't got anything to do with them wanting to do it with me or not with me. That's the point I'm making. People use filters, weave, makeup, etc. I said, I'm pretty confident it don't got anything to do with them wanting to do it with me or not with me. This is the point I'm making. People use filters, weave, makeup, etc. to cover up the inner self. So people make spiritual positive stats for attention, meaning they're living in a disguise, falsehood. I am not judging. I am aware. I am not judging an entire community. I am recognizing the frauds that entered the community. You know, that's why rappers don't want to be called conscious rappers no more. Let's really think about this real quick, people. Aren't we all on the journey of consciousness? So how could it ever get to a point that rappers don't want to be called conscious rappers? You gotta really think about that. Because there's so many rappers out here that's talking the talk but not walking the fucking walk. So I don't even want to be called that shit no more because it's tainted. Like, do you understand the point that I'm trying to make here? And just so I can say this now, I understand the bigger picture. I understand the bigger picture. Filters, makeup, weave, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nobody wrong, ain't nobody right. We're all here to experience. The only thing we take with us when we die is our memories anyway. So all of this stuff on 1 degree is bullshit. We're living in a holographic universe. So when I make these stats, people don't understand that I'm actually speaking on multiple levels of people's consciousness. And this is just one perspective. And then I said women or men don't have to respond, but we do need to put our ego aside and recognize the bigger picture versus popularity and reputation. Because that's what it really is about. Everybody is about popularity and their reputation. Popularity and a reputation. I don't care about neither of the two. And I keep hearing that people say that I come off angry on Facebook. I understand it, but I'm going to do what my heart keep telling me to do. So let's go to the next stat. This is crazy. Go downstairs. So I said, so many females, especially on Facebook, want a real male friend in their life. They want someone that's not focused on sex. Is that not real shit? Is that not real shit? Honestly, it's you females who can't control your hormones. Listening to Chris Brown and Trey Songz all the time for 5 years straight to did something to your mind and how you perceive it. So I said, out of 20 girls on Facebook that looking for spiritual, like-minded people, only 3 of them respond to my message. Most of them single. And it's the crazy thing. People that really be in their ego could really perceive this in so many different kind of ways. People don't understand. I'm surrounded by beautiful women. I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I'm surrounded by like-minded people. You know, I'm blessed. I'm just at the point where I'm looking for more. And not even looking for more. Just being of guidance. And actually living from my heart. Because how many of y'all can actually say that when you wake up every day, you actually living from your heart? And people don't understand, I always get people inboxing me. Females and males. If you really do your research on my stats, I get more interactions on my Facebook stats in real life or in my inbox versus the actual stat. And that's facts. So then I made another stat. I said it's crazy to be about inbox a girl greeting her as my sister, as a queen, or as a goddess. I am more prone to not get a response. Like, are you serious? What are you then, a bad bitch? Oh, you been a bad bitch since high school, sweetie. You ain't had a light bulb moment yet. I don't understand these girls and these boys. Everybody out for themselves at the end of the day. So this dude said maybe she's not into titles. I said that's always possible, but I highly doubt it. I'm intuitive. Females afraid to step back on their throne. Females afraid to step back on their throne. They ain't ready for a brother like me. They want puppets. something they can control, or a Jesus worshiper. Black women think black men ain't shit. Look at their stats. Half support Jesus and go to church frequently. Half of them want people like me, but I see none of them where they can find people like me at, which is nature. And that's some real ass shit. And I could already see people perceive it at a whole bunch of different ways. Cause who on Facebook that's actually speaking from their hurt for real, for real? And I'm surrounded by a lot of women. So I know this for a fact. Actually, I have multiple female friends that would love to date me. But that's just not where I'm at right now. So when I say females afraid to step back on their throne, we come from women. Women ain't ready to embrace their true power yet. They ain't ready for brothers like me. When I say all of this, I'm just making a point. I'm just speaking in perspective. Women want something like a puppet. They want something they can control. Or a Jesus worshiper. And I say that because I see it seems to be a lot of women still go to church. And if you really look at a lot of stats, a lot of women don't think niggas is shit for real, for real. A lot of women really say black men ain't shit for real, for real. They just don't say it directly because they don't see it that way, but that's really how they live it. And the truth is, a lot of women do want people like me. I'm not saying they want me. I'm saying they want people like me. And I say that just off of history. It's been very few girls that I really been close with that ain't damn near fall in love with me just because of who I am. Because I don't just tap into my masculinity, I tap into my feminine essence as well. And I know a lot, and all of my like-minded brothers do the same thing. So I say half of these people want people, half of these women want people like me. That's free, that's honest. A lot of men don't live from their hurt. G is still a game to y'all since high school. Grammar school for some of y'all. And then I say a lot of women want people like me, but you can't find people like me because you ain't where people like me is at. It is nature. It's the health store. Places like Fellwright, Lexington Co-op on Elmwood, Fellwright on Delaware. I'll never see black women in these places unless they workers. So then that person commented and said, all the women claiming these titles 9 times out of 10 are just bitter, miserable people determined to make the present pay for the past. Then this girl, Tashani Wiggins, who be speaking some good shit on the book. You know, I like what she be saying. She said, maybe she doesn't want to talk to you. You're not entitled to a response. It doesn't matter how you approach somebody. There's no reason they get so nasty about it. I said, I'm not being nasty, but okay. So, and then this happened. That girl Tashady Wiggins who commented on my stat. I made a stat. I said, literally, I said, laugh out loud, I just got offended by a sister that my stat generally was about. That's so crazy to me. And, I'm about to tell y'all what the messages was. Because I'm going to show y'all that I'll grow as I go. So here it go. I messaged her. I said, you offended me though? Laugh out loud. Wow. She said, I think you have a very nasty attitude and you come across as a very angry person or here, which is strange because that's not how you seemed in real life. And I just wanted her to be aware of what she said. She said, I think you have a very nasty attitude. I think. And you come across as, not you are. Like, this is all. You don't even, like, you think, and I come across as an angry person on here, which is strange because that's not how you seemed in real life. This is my response. I said, it's crazy how you respond to this, but not my previous message. It's also crazy how people pick the stats that they like and don't like. If only you knew how multi-dimensional I am, sister. Listen to your words. You think versus know pertaining to what your assumption is about me. You say seemed. Listen, the only way to know me is get to know me. Hence what my stats is about. People are in their ego and don't want to take the time to get to know. I'm one of the most peaceful, happy brothers you'll probably ever meet. But for you to unfriend someone who's like-minded for what you perceive to be real versus what you know is crazy. You would definitely love my YouTube channel because I'm multidimensional. Too multidimensional for Facebook, clearly. I love you, Reflection, infinitely. Genuinely wish we could have built a relationship together because Babylon love when this happens. Peace. She said, you posted an angry status, whether you see it as angry or not. It wasn't an angry status. You perceive it however you want. Because this is the thing. I know ultimately ain't no such thing as anger. It's just a fucking word. On a real level, I just talk to people to communicate because that's how they communicate. On a real level, I'm beyond all of that shit. But regarding the language you used when you messaged me, it applies to what you said to me, whether that was your intention or not. I didn't respond because I had nothing to say. Why would I want to get to know someone who was putting out all that negative energy? And I just want to say this. It's interesting that she perceives this as negative energy when I have females inboxing me. in relation to what I'm saying. She said that's an unattractive energy, and I mean that in a platonic way. You should know how people perceive you because no one can see your intentions. You come across as very aggressive and angry, whether you say your intentions are loving or not. Me coming across aggressive, all I can really say is I'm passionate. So when I speak, yeah, I guess I speak with aggressiveness. I prefer to call it passionate if we're going to use words, but she said, I choose what I respond to, and my attention isn't so easily gotten. Next time you want to speak to a lady, perhaps start an actual conversation instead of tossing out titles hoping for a response. And I give her that. When I initially inboxed her, like whenever, which was way before this, I said, Queen, my sister. You know, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, maybe I was expecting her to be like, King, my brother. You know, I don't know. What up? You know, it happened before. You know, I honestly wasn't really putting too much thought into it. I really don't put too much thought into anything when I'm speaking to somebody. It really just be pure, you know, because I really don't even like using words. You know, I try to communicate with people in the mind for real, for real. But, you know, looking at it and looking at her response, I see how I could have said that way better if I really wanted to talk to her. You know, and that's just from seeing something and seeing, you know, evolution. You know, but as far as like my mindset and my energy and everything in that moment, it was pure. And it's not that I'm mad that she didn't respond, you know, but in that moment, I definitely could say that I probably was definitely expectant of some form of response. And looking back on it, I definitely could see why she would see it as why would I respond to that. So I give her that. I understand that entirely. And I definitely took that in like 100%. And I'm still taking it in. And I'm growing from that. And I'm definitely learning from that. So I definitely don't want to experience that again. And if if I message a female on any level, I'm definitely going to make sure I use actual sentences like I think you suggested, and you know, start a conversation. And yeah. So, and I can't stress that I'm definitely taking that in. I can't stress that it's not that I can't improve on anything. Everybody can improve. But still, people are in their ego. And I've been living peaceful for years. I've been living peaceful for years. Being very quiet. Being very quiet. But I don't think people really take this into thought that we came into these physical bodies for a reason. We didn't come here to just be Buddha like, you know, 24 hours of the day chanting. We came here to move, take action, build, create, etc. So this whole peace thing that people damn near basically saying that you're just too angry or you come off angry. Uh, Clearly, peace ain't the only answer. It's the ultimate answer, obviously. But sometimes that's not the answer for everybody at every moment of life. You know, warriors exist for a reason. You know? And we're at war, people. We can't continue to just be quiet. Somebody gotta say something. Somebody gotta say something. Somebody gotta start speaking from their hurt. Because at the end of the day, whatever I put on Facebook, you could take it as angry, you could take it as whatever. But it's you could call it therapy, you could call it release. While everybody holding their stuff in, being so quiet and internalized, I release it, and I be definitely at peace. See, it's quite ironic. People think that I'm angry, an angry person, but majority of the people on Facebook is angry. I really just be chilling. Ask anybody around me. I really just be chilling. I only make these stats that make people think. People, you really, I really need you to understand this. But maybe I can make stats less aggressively, less angrily. But live from your heart, people.